Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Beth Robison, co-chair of the Music Department and Director of Choral Activities. To begin this evening's program, I will read the Adams State Land Acknowledgement Statement. We, the Adams State University community, gratefully acknowledge the indigenous peoples on whose ancestral lands we gather. This beautiful San Luis Valley is sacred to many indigenous nations, including the Utes, Jicarilla Apaches, Comanches, Kiowas, Arapaho, Cheyenne, Navajo Nation, Pueblos, and all other First Peoples who once made this valley their home. We honor the diverse communities that historically dwelled here and those who currently reside in the San Luis Valley. We know that honoring these lands is a reflective process that demands continued engagement and action. May we always remember the journey of the past peoples who called this valley home.
What a great way to begin the 4th annual Adams State Gives Day Talent Show and Telethon. The Grizzly Samba sets the perfect energetic tone which will continue through this evening's entertainment. Hello and welcome. I'm John Taylor, the director of the School of Visual and Performing Arts at Adams State. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to our show, both our live and internet audience. So once again, I'm very honored to co-host with my colleague and Alamosa's Mayor Ty Coleman. Welcome, Ty.
Thank you, John. I know the entire community recognizes the importance of our four-year university. It is a great pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate Adams State Gives Day, showing off our incredible talent of our students and also our alumni, and of course, raising money for Adams State University.
That's right, Ty. As our live and internet audience enjoys the show, we hope all of you will also pick up the telephone and make a pledge. Tonight, to support Adams State, we have students standing by waiting to answer your telephone calls and take your pledges throughout this evening. The phone number to call is 1-844-GIVE-ASU. That's 1-844-448-3278. You can also text ASU 2023 at 50155. That's ASU 2023 to 50155.
Yes, and please, we hope everyone watching this evening will make a pledge. No amount is too small. Remember the number, 1-844-448-3278. That's 1-844-GIVE-ASU.
So Ty, what are we hoping to accomplish this evening?
Today is a special day for Grizzly Spirit with a gift to the Adams State University. Thanks to the generosity of 3 anonymous alumni and their $90,000 matching gift, every dollar that is donated, it will be matched with a donation of $3 to various university programs.
We have the best alumni and friends, and I know they will rise to this 3-to-1 challenge match, which means a gift of $50 for a total of $200 to Adams State. $150 is for a gift, I'm getting my numbers right, 50 is matched by $150 for a total of $200 to Adams State. Your $500 gift becomes $2,000, and so on, up to a total of $90,000 in matching gifts that will support a variety of Adams State programs.
And more good news. Thanks to early donations, we are already on a roll as we begin tonight's program. There's never been a better time to give. Join our generous matching donors and other Grizzlies and make a gift right now. Please show your support by making a simple phone call to 1-844-GIVE-ASU. Once again, that's 1-844-448-3278.
Yes, please call. Let's keep this momentum going. And I want to take a moment to give a special thank you to our 3 anonymous matching gift donors. All 3 are alumni, 2 from Pueblo, Colorado, and 1 from Albuquerque, New Mexico, representing the classes of 1960, 1963, and 1986. They went on to pursue teaching careers in the public schools. Now in retirement, they enjoy spending time with family, travel, volunteer work, writing, and most importantly, remaining engaged with Adams State. Now, show your appreciation for Adams State and join these 3 generous donors, and let's meet our goal.
I'm excited. Hearing the phones ringing. Now let's showcase one of our students who has benefited from your generosity over the past 4 years. Here is Jasmina Martinez. Let's give it up, everybody.
Beginning college can be an intimidating experience for anyone, especially for folks who don't have a history of higher education in their families. As Jasmina found out, Adams State is a place where you'll feel welcome and comfortable no matter what your background. Take it away, Jasmina.
Thanks, Alex. As a first-generation college student, the college admissions process was intimidating. I had no idea where to go or how my family could afford my education. When the Adams State admissions counselor visited my school, she told me about the opportunities they have, and I took a chance. The Adams experience is completely unique to you. Mine includes studying sociology and communications, being in student support services, member of Christian Challenge, work study as student ambassador, orientation leader, and activities coordinator. In my classes, my professors encourage open discussion. With our class size, I am always comfortable contributing. In communications, we learn about the media industry and have a lot of creative freedom when doing hands-on projects. Outside of the classroom, I've had many opportunities to be involved on campus, one of which is my time working as a student ambassador, where I give tours to prospective students and their families. I get to share my great appreciation for campus and everything it has to offer. Getting to work in the admissions office has allowed me to learn about the college application process while always staying up to date on the demographics of students we serve. Create your own Adams experience through clubs, lectures, cultural celebrations, or campus and community events. If you can't find something for you here, then you're simply not looking hard enough. As a Hispanic serving institution, campus is rich with diversity, and we pride ourselves on inclusivity. A few years ago, when I moved into my dorm room, I didn't know who I'd become, but I found faith, met the most incredible faculty and staff, gained lifelong friends, and I'm confident my education will lead me to a successful future. That's my Adams experience. Back to you, Alex.
Jasmina, thank you for sharing your experience. It's amazing that at Adams State, students can customize their experience through events, clubs, classes, and more. It sounds like such a friendly, welcoming place. Thanks again for sharing your story with us.
Throughout our program, you'll be hearing from other Adams State students, and I hope their words will inspire you to help support the work that happens on our campus. In Jasmina's case, not only was she an outstanding student, but she worked as many as 3 jobs to get through college. Support from alumni and friends was just enough to help her complete her degree, the first in her family to do so. The money we raise tonight goes to support students like Jasmina and others and the academic programs we offer. So let's call in those pledges. 1-844-GIVE-ASU. Again, that's 1-844-448-3278.
And it is my pleasure to introduce Adams State's a cappella group 68 West to perform Everything.
Try
Thank you, 68 West. Now, I understand all the members of this group have to audition to be in the group, so let's introduce yourselves. Why don't we go through the lineup and tell people who you are?
I'm Morgan Hollingsworth from Alamosa, Colorado. I'm Allison Dyson from Pueblo, Colorado.
I'm Alice Wybush from Brazil.
I'm Madeline Segrist from Pueblo, Colorado.
I'm Autumn Yoakum from Monte Vista, Colorado.
I'm Mary Benavides from Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm Alexandra Diaz from Ordway, Colorado.
I'm Casper Jackson from Buena Vista, Colorado.
Jem DeSimone from Pueblo, Colorado.
Matthew Bush from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Well, thank you all for being here. Let's give them one more hand of applause. From our theater scholarship audition day to top of the nation band and choir to art student for the day, the arts on campus provide many opportunities for new as well as our continuing students. Your support tonight helps us to do this work. Now is your opportunity to make your pledge to support the arts on campus or any other program. Call now, 1-844-GIVE-ASU. That's 1-844-448-3278.
Thanks, John. Now we welcome Adams State's Athletic Director, Caitlin Smith, as well as the 2022 individual and team national champions and their coaches.
Thank you for having us.
It's great to have you with us. I understand that a week ago, Adams State Athletics was recognized at the highest level by the state legislature with 3 proclamations. Caitlin, will you take a minute to read the proclamations sponsored by State Representative Matthew Martinez, class of 2013, and State Senator Cleve Simpson?
Absolutely. The Colorado General Assembly extends congratulations to the Adams State University track and field and cross-country programs that captured 3 Division II individual titles during the 2022 seasons. A special recognition to Brianna Robles, who was a 2-time national champion, winning in the 5,000-meter run title at the Division II Indoor Championships held in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and the 5,000-meter run crown at the Outdoor Championships in Allendale, Michigan. We also recognize Stephanie Cotter, who won her first Division II National Cross Country Championship title in 2019 in Sacramento, California, and earned her second title in 2022 at University Park, Washington. The House of Representatives and Senate, as well as the people of Colorado, recognize the great achievements of these 2 stellar athletes from the Adams State University cross country and track and field teams, as well as contributing to the storied success of the programs. Where's Bree? There's Stephanie, and where's Bree? Wave. Okay. All right, I have a few more because we have a lot of success up here. The Colorado General Assembly extends congratulations to the Adams State University women's cross-country team, won its 3rd consecutive Division II national championship on December 2nd, 2022 in University Park, Washington. This marks the nation-leading 23rd cross-country national title by the Adams State women's cross-country team. We recognize the team members over this incredible 3-year span to include Stephanie Cotter and her 2nd individual title, Brianna Robles, Precious Robinson, Emily Sholkoff, Morgan Hikes, Nicole Lawrence, Maggie McCluskey, Fiona Hawkins, Francisca Alhouse, Ava O'Connor, Elish Flanagan, Roisin Flanagan, Haley Hunter Galvin, Tiffany Christensen, Kaylee Bogina, and Piper Mewson. Head coach Damon Martin was recognized for his 39th National Coach of the Year Award in Division II Women's Cross Country. Congratulations again to the Adams State University Women's Cross Country team and their coach on such a fantastic achievement.
What a well-deserved honor.
Oh, wait, we have one more. Sorry, John.
Oh, sorry, one more. Even more honors.
Even more. The Colorado General Assembly extends congratulations to the Adams State University men's wrestling teams, who captured 3 individual titles in the 2022 Division II National Championships in St. Louis, Missouri. We recognize 3 great Coloradans for their accomplishments as individual national champions. Jonathan Andreata of Wassenberg at 133 pounds, Noah Hermosillo of Gibson at 149 pounds, and Josiah Ryder of Rifle at 157 pounds. Head coach Jason Ramstetter was recognized in his 2nd National Coach of the Year award in Division II Wrestling and named Colorado Collegiate Coach of the Year for a 5th time. The House of Representatives and Senate, as well as the people of Colorado, recognize the great accomplishments of the Adams State University wrestling team and its athletes, in addition to the value it adds to the spirit and stick-to-itiveness mirrored by the citizens of Colorado. Thank you.
What well-deserved honors. Now to introduce the women's cross-country team, here is Coach Damon Martin. Take it away, Coach.
Yeah, I'm just so proud to be here, and thank you for inviting us and recognize us here at this event. You know, I think one of the things I'm most proud of at Adams State is that we are a very diverse community. I know in the opening intro they were talking about the indigenous people, and I could see Precious Robinson do that when they mentioned the Navajo Nation. And so, you know, our kids come from all different economic backgrounds, all different geographic locations, and yet they have one common thread that they love about Adams State. They come here to be a part of our program and the classes that they get to be a part of. And so it's just a wonderful thing that we're recognizing them tonight. I will like to point out that I believe that was Bree has won 2, and I believe that's Stephanie's 7th national title here at Adams State. You know, with cross country and track together. What's most impressive is that they were the national scholar team of the year. They carry a 3.6 cumulative GPA, and then Steph was also the national individual athlete of the year with a 4.0. And so, really proud of those accomplishments. Yeah, I would like to, you know. Coaches, head coaches, a lot of times get to do the talking, but I have 2 of my assistants here. This is Alec Duncan. He's coming to us. This is his first year from Cedar Crest College. He was a head coach there, and he's joined our program. He's been a great addition to our staff and welcome, and he helped us a bunch this fall. Also, Sadie Baker, who not too many people in their career have the chance to be an athlete and win a national title and then be a coach. She's been a part of that three-peat on the girls' side as a coach as well, and so thank you to my assistant coaches. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Damon. Thank you, and we wish you and your running program continued success. Now I welcome 2 of the individual wrestling champions from last season and their coach, Jason Ramstetter.
Well, we got 2 of our national champions from last year back. We had one more that left to go coach with Jonathan Andriotta. But we have Josiah Ryder out of Rifle, Colorado, Noah Hermosillo's out of Gypsum. All 3 of our guys came from Colorado in different classifications. So it's kind of nice to have a good mixture there of the bigger size schools and sit down to the smaller size schools. Josiah was also an academic All-American last year and looking to be a pig farmer with that. He wanted that thrown in. So, and then Noah here will be finishing up. He's in his master's, and he's, well, at some point going to try MMA career before moving on to something real. And so, yeah, got them both back, and we're looking forward to doing this year strong as well.
You're up. Adams State and the running and wrestling programs at the university has helped put Alamosa on the map. For those of you who would like to take great pride in our Grizzly athletic teams, give us a call now and show your support.
While we wait for the next talented students to set up, please call in those pledges.
Thank you.
Again, 1-844-GIVE-ASU. That's 1-844-448-3278. No amount is too small or too big. This past fall, Adams State said goodbye to our faithful mascot Boomer as he entered into retirement, and we welcomed our new Grizzly mascots, Russet and his sidekick, Billy. If you're wondering about the name Russet, it came as a tribute to our agricultural community. He is named for one of the most popular crops in the San Luis Valley, the russet potato, and of course Billy was named after our founder, whose birthday was yesterday, Billy Adams. Let's watch this video, A Day in the Life of Russet.
You are a member of our agricultural community and love Adams State as much as I do. Pick up your phone and give us a call. I'm here now with those who are taking the phone calls. This evening we have Edith Arias, Ambassador Alumni Stephanie Romero, freshman nursing major, and Omar Hernandez, a freshman kinesiology major. Remember, as an added incentive to the first $30,000 will be matched with $3, a 3-to-1 match. I repeat, 3-to-1 match. Our students need your support. These students want to hear from you. So help us and give to Adams State. Pick up the phone and call or text ASU 2023 to 50155. Now, let's go back inside to Richardson Hall.
Great report, Ty, and thank you for all the pledges. Now, let's get a little nostalgic with Adams State Theater students Olivia Huffmaster, Aaron Corona, and Jay Lobeck as they present Voices from the Past, Memories of Adams State's First Year.
The doors of the Adams State Normal School opened Monday, September 28, 1925, for the college's first academic year.
The total enrollment for the school year was 65 students, which included 55 females and 10 females.
3 instructors, Dr. Ira Richardson, Miss Elizabeth Briggs, and Miss Tessie M. Deegan, with a student librarian, Mrs. Harriet Dalzell Hester, carried the executive work and the teaching load of the first 2 quarters. Mrs. Maud C. DeMaine came at the beginning of the spring quarter to teach art and took over part of the English work.
These individuals constituted the first Adams State campus community. They studied, worked, taught, lived, loved, laughed, and started their great stories in this very building nearly 100 years ago.
They came to the sands of Alamosa from many different places, including the San Luis Valley, Illinois, Kansas, New York, Texas, Pennsylvania, and Ohio.
As a part of their legacy, these students created a book, a typescript, an autobiography titled The Freshmen of 1926.
As those original Adams State students observed about the very first year of Adams State Normal College's existence, we have had our share of entertainment this first year.
Who were these young women and men who made up the inaugural class of students? In their own words, here are some members of 1925 and 1926 class of Adams State.
Fanny Elizabeth Bettis, graduate of La Jara High School.
Ambition, to be grown up. Favorite expression, well, I'll be, and do you mean to insinuate? Dominant characteristic, always getting into scrapes. Fanny Elizabeth Bettis, a jolly, good little freshman who has the trait of getting into ticklish places and wishing herself 1,000 miles away.
Buster Buck, Louis Anderson Buck, from Kansas. Ambition, to keep his nails clean. Favorite expression, that's right. Dominant characteristic, politeness. He was teaching school, but realized very suddenly that he needed more education and decided to come here.
Viola Max Cornum, ambition, to go to school and to have a good time. Favorite expression, be cracky. Dominant characteristic, not studying too hard. Max is a girl we all like to be with. No one could be more entertaining or tell funnier stories than Max can. Her idea of going to school is the fun she can get out of it.
Charles A. Raish, ambition, to be an electrical engineer. Favorite expression? Well, I say, old chappie. Mr. Raish is a mathematical genius of the class. To him, mathematics is play, to the rest of us, hard work. If you wish a car fixed or driven, ask Raish. If you wish some carpenter work done, ask Raish. In fact, Mr. Raish is capable in many lines and willing.
Iva Reynolds, ambition, to become a heavyweight. High school, Sanford High School. Favorite expression? Oh heavens. Dominant characteristic, unexpectable. A girl we all like is Iva Reynolds, and the longer we know her, the better we like her. Like her hair, her manner is bright and sunny. It is very unusual situation that finds her without a smile or a funny story. Her conversation is interesting because it is utterly impossible to guess what she will say next. Best of all, just when you think you know Iva and you have an opinion of her folded away, she comes along and upsets everything by revealing an entirely new set of characteristics. but each time you like her better.
Troy Shawcroft, ambition, to be a noted athlete, high school Lahada. Favorite expression, I hate to think of tomorrow. Dominant characteristic, bashfulness. Troy could do anything, just to watch him play ball, to hear him talk, to see him dance, to hear him sing. He is always ready to meet the situation and see it through, for he never loses his head.
Eli Trujillo, from Denver. Ambition, to be a teacher. Favorite expression, we are what we make of ourselves. Dominant characteristic, reserved. Eli is an energetic fellow, eager to get an education. He makes the most of every opportunity, although he does have not much time to devote to social activities. He has many friends.
Since the time when these students attended Adams State, there have been thousands of students who have studied, worked, lived, loved, laughed, and started their great story on campus. We are no longer solely a teacher's college.
We are now a 21st century university which offers bachelor's degrees in 16 different academic programs with nearly 60 emphases, 5 teacher licensure programs, and 10 pre-professional programs, in addition to 7 master's degrees and 1 doctoral degree.
As we remember our past, we look forward to our next 100 years. With your continued support, we know it will be a bright future full of promise and opportunity.
Thank you to my theater students for their performance. If you have rehearsal, I think you still have time to get over to the theater building. Now, continuing our theme of nostalgia, let's hear from the incredibly talented music major Morgan Hollingsworth as she sings a ballad from long ago, once performed by Bing Crosby, The Singing Sands of Alamosa, accompanied by Dr. William Lipke. Thank you, Morgan and Dr. Lipke, for that excellent rendition of a song that is so beautiful and about our region. Who knew it even existed, right? Now we've heard it. So if you're enjoying this evening's show, please call 1-844-GIVE-ASU. That's 1-844-448-3278 and make your pledge to support our Adams State. Thank you, Morgan and Dr. Lipke.
I've enjoyed hearing all the stories of previous generations at Adams State from the different students recently. We received a letter from an alumni by the name of John Tooker, who wrote a letter about his Adams State great story.
And we're going to read his letter. Dr. John Tooker, Adams State graduate, 1966, in his own words.
I was raised in the San Luis Valley and around Alamosa. Though of limited means and not college educated, my parents were very supportive of higher education for their children. Our family always surrounded us with the humanities, such as music, history, and literature. We didn't have television, so evenings were spent talking about mostly anything and listening to music while we were doing our homework.
When high school graduation approached, my father gently took us aside and informed my brother and me that while supportive of our going to college, he could not help us financially. Tom went into the Navy, and I enrolled at Adams State College, now university. It was affordable.
To finance college, tuition was around $250 a quarter in 1961. I worked several jobs getting an age waiver for a chauffeur's license to drive a school bus for Alamosa School District, as a night clerk at the narrow gauge motel south of town, and delivered lending library books to small SLV community libraries on the weekends.
I was a chemistry major. Dr. K. Watkins was my major professor and advisor, and a big influence on my academic life. He made chemistry interesting and fun. Kay was from Alamosa and understood the challenges of first-generation students. Although I enjoyed chemistry, math, and other sciences, my career horizon was not clearly defined. During my junior year, while taking an English Lit class taught by Dr. Beryl McAdowell, I began to realize the connection between science and the humanities. Hence, a career in medicine was a possibility.
While in a required PE class taught by Coach Mim, he timed the sprint speed of students in his class. He was surprised, as I was, that I ran a fast time. He encouraged me to try out for the track team my junior year. And over the next couple of years, I went on to become a RMFAC champion hurler and co-captain of the ASC track team. My coach the last year of track was Coach Joe Vigil, who had known me, and I known him as my high school biology teacher and coach. He was and is a remarkable man, making his own way in life against the odds.
Because of my height, 6'4", and newfound speed, I was approached by Coach McKillop to try out for the football team. Once I made the team as a safety and offensive end, I had an athletic scholarship, which made my financial life much easier. With the scholarship, I could work nights as a janitor in the art department and as a weekend music building hall monitor, checking students in and out of the rehearsal rooms. So I could give up the other jobs. We had a pretty good football team. Several were all RMFA AC and were drafted to play professional football. Although drafted by the Miami Dolphins, my primary goal was medicine. And when I was accepted to medical school, I declined the football offer, though I kept the $2,000 bonus. This was an enormous amount of money at the time.
I was fortunate to always have people, family, friends, and faculty and administration who supported and were available to me, including when the challenges arose. I have always been interested in working with people to make a change. I was invested in student government and was elected the Associated Student and Faculty President my senior year, which gave me increased access to motivated students, faculty, and administration. I'm sure I'm looking at college life in a long ago rearview mirror. It was likely harder than I am portraying.
Simple acts of kindness in the competitive world of college and life after college can be very helpful to others and to ourselves. And you never know when you might have made a difference in someone else's life. A smile, a calm demeanor goes a long way. Serendipity has been a favorite life concept. Opportunities, often unexpected, will come along. We can try to be receptive when they do.
Today, Dr. Tooker, who was named Adams State's Outstanding Alumnus in 2014, is retired from teaching at Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania. He is also Emeritus Executive Vice President and CEO of American College of Physicians.
Thank you, Dr. Tooker, for that letter. Simple acts of kindness. Dr. Tooker, you are so right. We hope all of you who credit Adams State for launching your professional and personal successes will now take this opportunity to show your support. Help make possible the great stories of current and future Adams State students. Please call 1-844-GIVE-ASU. Again, that's 1-844-448-3278 and make your pledge. Adams State is the premier Hispanic serving institution in Colorado. Next, we have a video that highlights this rich culture and heritage.
Adams State recognizes and rewards hard work, whether you never really thought you'd go to college or you always planned on it. Jasmine and Jacqueline know Adams State makes resources available to keep you on your academic path. Ladies, the mic is all yours.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. Nosotros somos hijas orgullosas de inmigrantes. Growing up, I never really pictured myself going to college. Maybe it's because of the stereotypes given to my community or because everybody told me it was too hard. At 5 years old, my sisters and I began to learn what work was by helping our mom with her weekly jobs. When we were 12 years old, we began working in the potato fields. Our senior year of high school, we were overwhelmed about how we were going to afford college. So we applied to 100 scholarships and were granted a full ride at Adams State and became a part of the camp program. We came into college with no family background in higher education, so it was a very difficult adjustment. The camp program taught us to be proud of our background and helped us be successful both in building relationships and academically. Thanks to our experience in the camp program, we were able to build friendships and have guidance through our freshman year. The SSS TRIO program also checked up on us and gave us support. As first-generation students, Adams State taught us that there are programs and institutions out there designated for people such as ourselves. The SSS TRIO program checked on us and provided support. We learned that with self-discipline, support, and focus, we can beat the stereotypes and become what we aspire to be. I am fortunate enough to say that my sister and I are graduating debt-free from Adams State. The sweaty days working in the fields and cleaning hotel rooms taught us to be humble and appreciative towards the educational system in this country. We learned to take advantage of the resources that help us grow. We thank Adams State for the lifelong friendships we gained and the unforgettable moments that we will always cherish while our time being on this campus. That's our story. Back to you, Alex.
Very impressive, Jasmine and Jacqueline. So glad Adams State helped you magnify your strength and complete your college career. That story was amazing. Take care, ladies.
Our next act is pretty special. Semillas de la Tierra is celebrating their 50-year anniversary in 2023, keeping the traditional dances of Mexico vibrant in our community. We are pleased to have the dance troupe join us tonight.
y el algodón, piezas de tela bonita esperando la labor, con pintadas aprendidas desde la tierna niñez, para la mujer deshilando hasta llegar a la vejez. Ay, mamacita chula, que deshilas con primor, hazme ya mi sabanita y entrégame tu amor. Ay, mamacita chula, que deshilas con primor, hazme ya mi sabanita y entrégame tu amor. Yo me caso contigo, vestida de blanco irás, envuelta en tus deshilados, siempre mi reina serás. Sueño tus bellas manos recorriendo el algodón, hazme tantito caso y te doy mi corazón. Ya se mira el sol poniente ocultándose en los cerros, en Calvillo, Aguascalientes, donde brillan los luceros. Ay, mamacita chula, que deshilas con primor, hazme ya mi sabanita y entrégame tu amor. Ay, mamacita chula, que deshilas con primor, hazme ya mi sabanita y entrégame tu amor. En un rincón de la sala, en el baño, en la casa, las mujeres corren sueños en las telas deshiladas, que se pegan sin tus manos el lino y el algodón, piezas de tela bonita esperando la labor, fundadas aprendidas desde la tierna niñez, para la mujer deshilando hasta llegar a la vejez. Ay, mamacita chula, que deshilas con primor, hazme ya mi sabanita y entrégame tu amor. Ay, mamacita chula, que deshilas con primor, hazme ya mi sabanita y entrégame tu amor.
Alumni Patsy and Herman Martinez established Semillas, and now Domingo Estrada continues this rich tradition. And before they left the stage, we were going to have each of them introduce themselves, but let's give them another round of applause for tonight. Ty, will you give us an update from the phone bank?
Hi again, John. I am so pleased to report that we've accumulated a total of $20,000, a little over $20,000 taking in, and we've gotten over 71 pledges so far. We're getting close to raising the $30,000 that we need, so please continue to call and show your support. So now let's go back to the stage, and I welcome 68 West to sing Stand Up from the film Harriet.
Oh,
feel it in my bones.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone. And I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. Sure as stars fill up the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer. I keep on keeping on.
I can feel it in my bones.
I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you.
As director of the School of Visual and Performing Arts, I often hear from community members how much they appreciate the talent of our Adams State students, and 68 West is a perfect example. Our STEM students also excel. Let's watch this brief clip to demonstrate their commitment and excellence.
Colton is a junior majoring in biology and chemistry, and he's found a place at Adams State on the swim team as well as helping tutor other students. And he knows the diversity at Adams State makes things better for all who attend. Tell us more, Colton.
Thanks for the introduction, Alex. Hi, everyone. When I was growing up, education and swimming were my most important priorities. Inspired by both of these, I was driven to become a biologist. Lucky for me, Adams State University not only has a very dedicated STEM department, which provides undergraduate research on their courses, but also a men's swim team that I wanted to be a part of. For me, swimming and science are quite often linked. Swimming here has opened unique connections with many driven people. In Plackey Hall, there are personalized weight training coaches for each sport, along with a multitude of athletic trainers who have your best interest at heart. Then there's a whole team saying your name as you finish the last lap, or simply playing games on long rides to competitions. This connection even carries through to academics, where more often than not, you're studying with a fellow teammate with a similar major. In the pursuit of my majors, I have found that Adams State has numerous resources, such as tutoring, mentoring, and the STEM Center that assist students in making sure we all succeed. As a double major and an athlete, I can testify needing some help here and there. I've even helped other students as a tutor and a mentor. Along with that, Adams State's commitment to serve underrepresented minorities and first-generation students has allowed for appreciation of diversity here on campus. I see how each person is treated with respect, inclusion, and how each person has an equal opportunity to grow and advance. With the numerous resources here for every student, including student athletes, I am well prepared for my future career. I've been able to explore the endless avenues of biology while still be inspired to swim with a supportive community of athletes. I'm gonna go swim a few laps, but I'll see you guys around. Back to you, Alex.
Resources to help out in your academic career are major here at Adams State. Colton, that was fantastic. Thanks again for sharing your story.
Isn't it amazing to hear all these Adams State great stories? And I'm pleased to report that we have taken in almost $85,000, getting close to where we need to be, but we're not quite there to meet that $90,000 amount that we're trying to raise. So Let's hear from all of our STEM graduates, especially those who have received financial assistance while they were here at school. Keep those pledges coming in. At least 75% of Adams State undergraduate students receive some type of grant or scholarship. Want to hear from you. Pick up the phone and call or text ASU 2023 to 50155. Let's get back to John.
Adams State alumni have excelled in their professional and personal lives across the community, state, nation, and world. A great example of this is our current interim president, David Tamberg. Welcome, David. Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
I'm happy to. So I think as many of you know, I'm an alum of Adams State. And it's no secret that I wasn't that great of a high school student. It actually wasn't until I was at Adams State that my individual talent was discovered and a whole new path in life was charted for me. I also was a Pell Grant student. And to make my way through college, I worked a couple jobs and actually lived in a garage, in the attic of a garage, right at the corner of 2nd and West, just a few blocks from here. It wasn't until I got a scholarship from a generous alum who made a donation like we're asking all of you to make today, that I was able to move out of the garage into a small adobe house right near the Rio Grande River. It was then that I met my wife, actually, and we got married. We had 2 kids, both of which were born in the hospital just 2 blocks from here. In fact, when the second kid was born, we just walked right out of Faculty Drive, across the street, took the elevator up. The child was born, Bryce, we walked home. And so I share my story because it was Adams State that allowed me to begin the path that ultimately led me back here, living just 2 blocks down from that attic garage in the president's house. It was the generosity of an alum, or actually it was a professor here, and the incredible attention paid to me by faculty and staff that made that possible. And so I encourage everyone to make a donation. You never know whose new life path you're about to send them on.
Let you keep that.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing your story. Adams State is truly a community. Whether you are administration, faculty, staff, alumni, or part of our local community, we each can play a role in helping our students to create their own great stories and ensure a bright future for this place we all love so much.
I'd like to introduce one of the most talented staff members we have, our relatively recent Director of Admissions, who's had a tremendous impact on our institution in recruiting new students to our university, Kara Pettit.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to have you guys here tonight. I have to tell you that admissions and financial aid go hand in hand. We are a team effort. It's nice to be able to work with all the stakeholders who we can easily communicate with. It's often that either one of our admissions counselors, you may know Sherry Schelling out in Denver. You may know some of our local admissions counselors, Shania Maestas, Jeff Storm, maybe even Diane Arias, who's one of our recent ones, who was a student ambassador, much like some of our musicians out here tonight, double as admissions ambassadors for us as well. We might call up financial aid and say, hey, we just talked to a family. It's going to take $1,000. They're going to go to one of our competitor institutions. Do we have it? And Heidi Markey would pick up the phone. Yes, we got it. So it definitely makes an impact. It goes a long way for our students. If we could share stories of our students talking about food security and how just a little bit of financial aid gets them through the breaks when they can't go to the dining hall, when they can't go home. Adams State is their safe place in Alamosa. So thank you for your donations. Thank you for your generosity. You are feeding real life students and you're keeping students here. The average student gets $7,000 of aid, which is less than 1 year's worth of tuition alone. We can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Kara. So to everyone here and those listening and watching, please, there's still time to show your support.
So call that number, 1-844-GIVE-ASU. That's 1-844-448-3278. Thank you both for joining us tonight and encouraging our listeners to call in with their pledge to support your efforts and the efforts of all of us across the campus. Let's go now to Ty at the phone bank to see how we're doing. Ty, how is it out there?
Well, it's going great, John. Thank you so very much. We're doing extremely well, and we're only about $3,000 away from meeting our match and our goal. And I just want to encourage everyone, please pick up the phone and start dialing those numbers and making those donations. I want to send a shout out to a few people who've donated already. We have Liz from Denver, Josh from Alamosa, Lillian and Thomas from Denver, Camila from Highlands Ranch, and Sandy from Alamosa. Please keep those dollars coming in. Call us at 1-844-448-3278. Once again, that number is 1-844-GIVE-ASU. Please get our phones to ringing right away. They're here to take your calls. Call and help us reach our goal tonight. We need your support.
The moment many of you have been waiting for. Freddie Jaquez had the audience on their feet last year, clapping and snapping during his performance in 2022, and we just had to invite him back. A graduate of 1976, Freddie, please take it away.
Thank you, John. I'd like to thank Adams State for re-inviting me again this year. I thought maybe I didn't do a good job last year, but evidently I did. Before I get started, I'd be remiss if I didn't say something, and that's that back in the 70s, I gave this institution a ton of headaches through the Chicano movement. Got myself in trouble and had to work to graduate, but I did graduate. And the thing is, the bottom line is that without Adams State, I wouldn't have been able to have the successful career that I did working in the San Luis Valley and in the state. And quite frankly, to be enjoying retirement the way I am today. So I think paying it forward tonight and having people donate for scholarships, I gave it a little donation. It's the right thing to do. So please be generous, help out the students that are coming up because they're going to appreciate it. And with that, it's the month of February, and the month of February is the month of love. So to all you lovers out there, here in the audience and in Cyberland, I'd like to do a song that's called Volver, Volver. Este amor apasionado, ando todo alborotado por volver. Voy camino a la locura y aunque todo me tortura, sé hace tiempo, pero se llegó el momento de perder. Tú tenías mucha razón, le hago caso al corazón y me muero por volver. Volver. volver a tus brazos otra vez. Llegaré hasta donde estés, yo sé perder, quiero volver, volver, volver. Nos dejamos hace tiempo, pero se llegó el momento de perder. Tú tenías mucha razón, te hago caso al corazón. Quiero volver, volver, volver.
Great job. You did it again, Freddie. Your love of traditional Mexican music comes across to us all, and we're so happy that you agreed to join us again this year. Can you tell us a little bit about how you became a musician?
Well, I bought my first guitar when I was in the 7th grade from my neighbor across the fence. And of course, I practiced every night. Well, I thought I was practicing, and we had a big house. I was in the very back, and my family closed all the doors behind me. I thought I was Elvis Presley, but evidently not. But that's where we got started, and when I came to Adams State, I was given the opportunity to play with the folklorico. Back then, we had a two-part. We had a musical part, we had a dance part, and I was part of the musical part.
That's wonderful. I know it is your performance that many in the audience came to hear and see tonight. So do you care to offer any advice to our inspiring musicians who shared the stage with you tonight?
Well, you know, John, I took a class with Dr. Marv Motes here, a statistics class, and I remember one thing that he said was, see, Marv played basketball for Adams State, and he says, if you want to make free throws, you practice throwing free throws. If you were a good musician, then you practice to be a good musician. And so it's all about repetition. And so I would say for all the musicians out there and those that have other talents, if you want to get good at it, practice, practice, and when you get tired, practice.
Good advice. All right, what do you say? Will you entertain us with another song?
I will.
Wonderful.
Everywhere I play, I like to leave my audience in a good mood. And so this song, hopefully will get you there. It's a cumbia, and it's called María Isabel. La playa estaba desierta, el mar bañaba tu piel, cantando con mi guitarra para ti, María Isabel. La playa estaba desierta, el mar bañaba tu piel, cantando con mi guitarra para ti, María Isabel. Recoge tu sombrero y póntelo, vamos a la playa, calienta el sol. Recoge tu sombrero y póntelo, vamos a la playa, calienta el sol. Chibiribiri, param pam pam, chibiribiri, param pam pam, chibiribiri, param pam pam, chibiribiri, param pam pam. En la arena escribí tu nombre y luego yo lo borré para que nadie pisara tu nombre, María Isabel. En la arena escribí tu nombre y luego yo lo borré para que nadie pisara tu nombre, María Isabel. Recoge tu sombrero y póntelo. Vamos a la playa, calienta el sol. Recoge tu sombrero y póntelo. Vamos a la playa, calienta el sol. Chibiribiri, param pam pam. Chibiribiri, param pam pam. Chibiribiri, param pam pam. Chibiribiri, param pam pam. La luna fue caminando a la orilla del mar. Y a celos de tus ojos y tu forma de mirar. La luna fue caminando a la orilla del mar. Y a celos de tus ojos y tu forma de mirar. Recoge tu sombrero y póntelo. Vamos a la playa, calienta el sol. Recoge tu sombrero y póntelo. Vamos a la playa, calienta el sol. Chibiribiri, param pam pam. 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 Chibiribiri, param pam pam.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Freddie. Wow. What a great showstopper.
Freddie.
Hey, listen, now I encourage our listeners to show your support for Adams State and its dedication to providing quality education for all students and offering a rich student life while they pursue their academic goals.
It has been such a pleasure to watch all of the performances here live this evening, and we encourage you all to continue to call in those pledges to support the students and continue to take calls even in the late night hours. These students will be out there taking those calls. So we really want to just make sure that we have a super fantastic night.
So thank you so much for joining us, Ty. As we bring our show to a close, do you have some exciting news for us?
Thank you, John. John, could I get a drum roll, please? Everybody give me a drum roll. I am so excited to announce that we have over 76 donations totaling over $122,745. Great job, everyone.
All right. If you can move the screen, there we go, to our extended Adams State family. Wherever you are, thank you for your continued support of this wonderful university, my university, your university, our university. All right, once again, to close out the show, the Grizzly Samba. Let's hear it.